The Mountain Dew glass bottle is here to serve up today's game, and that game is none other than Tapper for your Atari 2600, and it looks like that dude is seriously stressed out. Let's go ahead and take Tapper, let's pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Tapper was published by Sega and carries a copyright year of 1984. It is based on the Bally Midway arcade game that came out in 1983. In the early releases of the arcade game, you actually served Budweiser beer, but since making an arcade game that could be seen as advertising alcohol to minors wasn't the best idea, the Buds were replaced with root beer, and the arcade game was re-released as Root Beer Tapper. The Atari 2600 version keeps the original Tapper name, but replaces the beer with Mountain Dew, which is pretty fitting since Mountain Dew drinks are still popular with gamers today. The manual opens with the following. You are a frenzied bartender trying to keep the never-ending flow of thirsty customers well watered. You'll have to keep slinging sodas, and occasionally guess which can of soda the soda bandit has shaken. As if that's not enough work for one bartender, try covering 4 different bars with a different crazy crowd in each bar. There's the Old West Saloon, the Jock Bar, the Punk Rock Bar, and the Space Bar. Keep the sodas coming, but not too fast. You'd better be sure you got a customer without a drink at the bar, or the drink will slide right off the bar, and no self-respecting bartender throws drinks away. Keep your eyes open for the empties the customers sling back your way. Tapper is for 1 or 2 players alternating and has 4 difficulties which are selected by using the difficulty switches. If both switches are in the B position, you are on the beginner difficulty with 5 lives and slow moving customers. If the left switch is in the B position and the right in the A position, you have intermediate difficulty with 3 lives and slow moving customers. If the left switch is in the A position and the right in the B position, you get arcade difficulty with 5 lives and fast moving customers, and if both switches are in the A position, you have expert difficulty with 3 lives and fast moving customers. The goal of Tapper is to serve all your customers Mountain Dew without having a glass crash or a customer reach the end of the bar, costing you a life. Each screen has 4 bars you can move in between by pushing up and down, including wrapping around at the top and the bottom of the screen. You can also use left and right to move along the bars, which can be useful to grab empty glasses headed back your way, but this version of Tapper does not contain any tips to collect. You hold down the button to pour a drink and release it to sling the drink down the bar to a customer. You can fill and sling a drink pretty fast with a press of the button, but if you sling a drink and no customer is there to receive it, the glass will crash, costing you a life as indicated by the glasses on the top right of the screen. You can only sling 2 drinks on a bar at a time. If 2 drinks are already on the bar, but you press and release the button to throw a 3rd drink, the 3rd drink will automatically be thrown once one of the other 2 drinks has reached a customer. This threw me off and even cost me some lives when I first began playing. For instance, there were times that there were 3 customers at the bar. I pressed the button 3 times for 3 drinks, but only threw 2. Thinking that one of my button presses didn't work, I hit it again. However, by this time, 2 of the 3 customers were served, and a 3rd drink was coming out, along with a 4th drink I didn't realize I poured. And since the last patron only used 1, the extra drink crashed to the ground. When you have a delayed 3rd drink, you need to stay at the bar for it to be slung. If you move to a different bar, it won't, which is helpful to know if you accidentally pour a 3rd drink and don't have somebody to grab it. When someone gets a drink, they sometimes go off the screen. They can also throw an empty glass back or even stay on the screen for a 2nd drink. To pass a screen, you must get all the customers off the screen. Do so, and 3 girls will dance on the top of the screen, letting you know you completed that scene. The game has 4 different bars. You start at the Old West Saloon, complete it twice, and you move on to the Jock Bar. Pass the Jock Bar 3 times and you move on to the Punk Rock Bar. Pass that 3 times and you go to the Space Bar. Pass that 4 times and you go back to the Old West Saloon to repeat the process. In between bars, you go to a bonus round. Here, that dastardly soda bandit will shake all but 1 can of Mountain Dew on the counter before shuffling them. You then get to pick 1 can, trying to find the can he did not shake. Get it right and you get bonus points. Fail and you get sprayed in the face. Scoring wise, you get 50 points for clearing out a cowboy. You get 75 points for clearing out a sports person. You get 100 points for clearing out a punk rocker and 150 points for clearing out a space creature. If you catch an empty mug, you get 100 points. If you clear a screen, you get 1,000 points. And if you pick the right can of soda in the bonus round, you get 3,000 points. You earn an extra life after your first 20,000 points and another extra life, each additional 50,000 points. Graphically speaking, I think this is a very solid looking 2600 game. I like that it has all 4 bars, different customers, and the bonus stage. The sounds and music were also very well done and add to the fun. Family friendly wise, since you are only serving soda, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today, although there may be some who are not comfortable with the game where you play a bartender or with its past connections with alcohol. Currently at pricecharting.com, the game has a value of $38 loose, $79 complete, and $119 new. So what did I think of Tapper? As I mentioned before, it took me a while to get used to the controls, and I do wish you could throw more than 2 drinks at a time. However, it looks nice and sounds nice, and once I got used to the controls, I had a lot of fun, and I could easily play it again. So where am I going to rank Tapper? This one's going to be pretty high on my list, somewhere in the 20s. I do like the classic Berserk more at 26, but I'm actually going to put this over the also classic Circus Atari at 27. So out of the 199 games I've now ranked for the Atari 2600, Tapper is pouring a cold Mountain Dew at the 27 position. Tapper's controls have a learning curve, but the game is pretty fun once you get used to them. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. Check out some of my many other videos and sign up at patreon.com/NoseForAGamer, just like Nathaniel W. recently did, to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, and here's hoping that an official Tapper sequel featuring Mountain Dew Code Red comes out soon for the Atari 7800.